Welcome to the course of Fundamentals of Internet of Things, IoT. So in today's topic, we are going to introduce generally what is an IoT. Okay. So IoT comprises things that have unique identities that are connected to internet. Okay. Generally, we see several electronic devices or few equipments can be connected to a Wi-Fi or using a SIM card. You can also connect it to some sort of data network, right? So that you can also transmit some data or else you can also receive the data, okay? But traditionally, Internet of Things is nothing but, so we are connecting several things which are not yet connected to the internet from the traditional past days onwards, okay? So from so many days or so many couple of years, okay, we keep on using electronic devices or electronic equipment or electrical devices, or it can be anything, okay? So these work on the energy, but they have not connected with internet or any kind of data network, okay? Now what we are trying to do is consider these electrical devices or electronic devices which are not connected till now using an internet. Consider all these are some sort of things, okay? Suppose what happens if you connect all these electrical devices or electronic devices which we keep on using traditionally without using an internet, okay, or let us say connected using an internet. What we can do, okay? Let us say some sort of devices such as thermostats, utility meters, let us say some headsets what we regularly use, okay? Some motor kind of mechanisms which are regularly used for house, for water pumping, as well as for water pumping for the agriculture fields and everything. Let us say a car, the sensors present in the car or the electronic equipment connected in the car or present in the car is connected to an internet, okay? So what is the main benefit of connecting all these things? The main benefit of connecting all these things means using an internet. If at all an internet is applicable to all these things which were not at all connected to use this particular internet, we can monitor the status. Not only monitoring the status of these particular devices, we can also operate or manipulate these particular electronic devices or the electrical devices, okay? So connecting all these type of traditional things which were not at all introduced to internet, right now what happens if you connect it to an internet? So this concept brings a title called as Internet of Things. In short, we call it as IoT. If several electronic or electrical things or some sort of mechanical devices with some electric circuits are connected to an internet together, we can monitor their status and also we can manipulate or operate that particular devices from far away distances or throughout the world, okay? So this particular concept is nothing but called as Internet of Things. This is a basic tagline, okay? Now, this particular device, if at all they want to use some sort of internet, these products or devices or appliances need to have hardware as well as software components, okay? And also need to have some end-to-end points along with the hubs in order to connect with the IoT universe. Now, let us say in my home, I have a bike, I have a car, I have few electronic appliances, let us say a refrigerator, AC, and I have a smartphone which is already connected to an internet, and let us say I have a TV, okay? And not only that, I have few electrical devices like lights and fans, okay? Now, I'm going to office every day, okay? So I want to monitor as well as switch on and off some appliances, and also I want to monitor the battery status or the fuel status of my cars or the air pressure status of my vehicles using a small app. And all these things what I have just now mentioned, let us say if they are connected, all these things are connected to an internet, okay, I can also monitor as well as manipulate or operate by using a particular application. Okay. So connecting all these things using an internet is called as Internet of Things. Okay. Now let's see some more basic points. Data. Okay. So coming to the data, raw and unprocessed data is basically obtained from the IoT devices or the systems. Okay. Now, what happens when this particular data is received? The data is nothing but some sort of information, right? So this particular information uh, is rather further filtered, processing, categorizing, and condensing and contextualizing data will be happening. All these things, all these steps will be undergone for a particular information with respect to the data. Now, once the data is received, I said, right, remember that several things are connected over an internet and I am the only person who is monitoring all these things. And my application or my app is getting all the parameters of that particular things which I have connected one by one. Okay. Now, for few appliances or few things I want to just monitor, and few things I want to operate on and off, and everything I want to manipulate. So raw data is very much important initially, and that data will be having some sort of information. And that particular information, through that particular data, will be going through this particular process called filtering, processing, categorization, condensing, and contextualizing data. Okay. Now, from that, we are going to obtain the knowledge. So the knowledge is nothing but it will be having some sort of information in an organized way. Okay. We need to organize, like the vehicle data is this much. Okay. These are the data we are getting from the sensors, vehicle sensors, or these are the bike pressure, tire pressure data, or these are the lights and fans used in the home right now. This is the cooling temperature of the particular refrigerator right now running in the home. Okay, all these data which is coming through different appliances using some different types of sensors need to be in an organized way and also in the structurized manner. Okay, so knowledge is inferred from information by organizing and structuring the information, and it should be put into the action, okay, to achieve specific objectives. Objectives are nothing but whatever you want to do with that particular data. Okay, that is what I want to switch an on-off light sitting in the office of my home. Okay, I want to check my car tire air pressure status, whether it is low or high. I want to check my fuel, bike fuel, how much it is there. Okay, how many liters of petrol is there in my bike. Okay, I want to check it. Okay, everything can be achieved by the Internet of Things, by connecting all these things through an internet. Okay, now the scope of coming to the scope of IoT, the scope of the IoT is not just connecting the device, as I said, devices, appliances, machines to the internet. It's not only connecting the device, it also allows the things to communicate and exchange the data while executing meaningful applications towards a common user or a machine goal. Now, let us say I have a small company. There, some manufacturing is been happening. Okay. Now, due to some problem, okay, unfortunately, there is a small fire accident happened over there. Okay. So, I will place a sensors which will detect the fire, and those sensors will alert me that there is some occurrence of fire in my particular company. Okay. Not only monitoring and not only operating, this IoT also allows to exchange the data and also give a meaningful answers, which is nothing but a kind of alerting the particular customer, whoever is using this particular Internet of Things platform. Okay, let us say I have a small sensor which detects the gas on the top of the stove. Okay, suppose at the night I forgot to switch off the gas stove. Okay, so though there is no flame, the gas is getting ejected through that particular burner. Okay, now the gas The sensor detects the particular gas and it sends me an alert to my mobile phone or an application through which I have connected through the internet. Okay. So what's it's happening? It's not only just monitoring, it's not only just altering or manipulating the particular devices or switching on, it also alerts, which is nothing but we are exchanging the data between the Internet of Things or different things. Okay. So which can be a requirement of our common user, or it can be some sort of an machine goal. Okay. So this is the basic introduction of an Internet of Things, how several things are connected using an internet and what are the benefits. Okay. Thank you.